2, 1. Welcome back to the Redacted Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Cannon, joined as always by my useless wife, Moidle. How are we doing today, Moidle?
We're doing pretty good. The surgery went well. We're in recovery right now. That it's a little heavy in between the legs. Not really feeling it. My chest is also really light. I would like to mention. But other than that, we are feeling good.
The weight, in fact, moved down.
Yeah, it just moved. Yeah, so what? What? Matt.
What?
Mom! Just talking to Matt. Good night.
I'm going to bed. Do you want to see it?
I won't. Just let me.
What?
Go.
What?
Good night, Mom.
No.
I'll be in bed at a reasonable hour, okay? Go to bed.
Is that fine? Why?
It's just Tony. You would get it. It's a long story, okay? Yes, I'll tell you tomorrow. Yeah, bye-bye. Oh, God.
God damn it. This is a beautiful
We are not keeping that in.
Oh. Mark it in post. I'll mark it in post.
Alright, I'm gonna start again.
We'll just collect ourselves and we'll cut.
Alright, yeah.
Let me mark it. We'll cut.
Oh boy.
Yeah, okay. We're good.
That was.
Now that we're collected, I'll just ask the question. Hey, so how you doing this week, man? How's it going?
I'm doing pretty solid. It's not bad at all. I was thinking that we could talk about something that we both share a little bit of knowledge on, and we should definitely have some interesting conversation about. And that would be shitty Rainbow Six Siege operators. I think that.
Like, should we create shitty Rainbow Six Siege operators?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Bad ones in general.
Oh no. Well, I mean, we can like gripe about bad ones, but I mean, I think we should delve into the idea of creating a new operator, and I already know it's going to be terrible. It's going to be awful.
Oh, it's going to be awful, but I love the idea.
I know it's great. Plus, I mean, I wouldn't put out fusing two if you will pardon the pun, fusing two operators together into one.
Nice.
But so what are your thoughts if you had to? First of all, what is the worst operator in the game, according to you? Second of all, if you could fuse two operators together, who would you put together, and what side would they be on?
Oh, okay. So, to answer your first question, let's go with the shittiest operator. Oh, easily Clash, I think.
You didn't. Yeah, fair enough.
She doesn't really serve as much of a purpose as intended.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
She's horridly annoying.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Play against.
Yeah,
but she is absolutely if you don't have a 5-stack if you don't have a 4-stack behind your Clash, you don't get anything out of her besides the fact that she stands in a doorway and is annoying.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And to combine operators, okay, should I take into consideration balance, or can I just make the most overpowered operator?
No, screw balance. No one cares about balance.
Okay. I want a hard breaching Zero.
Zero with a thermite charge?
Mm-hmm. Or even
and an Argus launcher?
I think Argus launcher, and you know what? Not even a thermite charge. I want Maverick Torch.
Oh. See, that would actually fit his kit better, I reckon. If he had a Maverick Torch.
Mm-hmm.
So
he not only does he garner intel, but as soon as he gets that intel, he could go up to the wall, put a hole in it, and start capping bitches. You know what I mean?
So Maverick's blowtorch with a little like cam launcher on top of it.
Yeah, that would work. But like with Zero's like kit, so the SC, what is it? The SC30K, and the suppressed 5.7.
Okay, so I am thinking. You got to hear me out because this is gonna be horrible.
Okay.
In terms of balance,
Sure.
Ella and Blackbeard. The Evo with a Blackbeard shield on it, and she still has her Grismots.
All right.
So I just want you to imagine for a second that you go to peek a corner and you get hit with a Grismot, and then you're like, oh, this isn't too bad. So you back off, and then you peek the corner again, and then a shielded Scorpion Evo is staring you in the face behind a deployable shield.
A little tiny person with what is essentially the minigun from an A10 Warthog with a shield on it.
Yes. I think that would be easily one of the worst wombo combos ever on defense.
I think I can beat.
Besides,
I can beat you.
Okay, try.
Maestro's cams
what you
with
got?
Tachanka's grenades.
No, oh lord, oh, like the cameras shoot the grenades.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. See, before Tachanka got reworked, I would have said Maestro's turrets with Tachanka's LMGs inside of them. It's like mini DP-28s.
Yes.
Like bulletproof.
Just
like that'd be top tier.
Just taken out.
Exactly.
That'd be awesome.
Ooh. I gotta think of one for attack though. A truly overpowered combination on attack would be pretty hard. Oh, I figured Ying with Ace's gadget and the AK-12. Basically Ace, but with Candelas.
Okay.
That would be horrifying.
So like he Candela's the sight, and then.
But he also think about it this way, right? He would have Ace already has smokes, so he would have smokes, 4 Candelas, and 3 Selmas. Like, oh my gosh, that would be horrifying.
Okay. I'm vibing
because he
it.
breaches, he smokes the breach, and then throws all of his. He basically just would have like full control over sight.
Okay.
All you need is a Thatcher. Easiest 2v5 of your life.
I got one for you, and it's a defender.
All right.
Smoke with Warden's glasses.
Oh, but let's say, ooh, that would actually be really spicy. I'd like that.
And let's add something to the mix. Smoke with Warden's glasses and Doc's MP5 before the nerf.
God tier. You'd be looking at a god tier operator right there. Like, like oh my goodness. Because Smoke's a 2 armor 2 speed, so he's already good.
Yeah.
He would have the MP5
and he can
with
see
an
through his own
ACOG.
smoke.
And he can see through his own smoke more clearly than he can now. And he can stand in it and not be damaged.
Yep.
That would be quite toxic. That'd be some high tier stuff. Okay. I got one for you.
Okay.
On attack.
Sure.
Amaru and Ying together.
So like the grappling hook with the Candelas?
But when the grappling hook hits the window, it releases a Candela. So when you hit the window, they're all blind.
That's just dirty.
That would be the penultimate rush operator right there.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay. Oh, here, let's put it this way. If we're taking into consideration balance, like from a balance perspective, right? Like you have to keep in mind that we are both like shitter tier players and we don't know jack about balance. Like we don't care either. But what operator do you think needs the most balancing in the game? Like the most change?
As in like they're the most broken?
As in, I don't know, like, sure, they can be the most broken, they can be just straight up the most annoying to play against. Like, what operator do you personally think
even still to this day, and here's the reason why. And this is kind of an issue with all shield operators, but Blackbeard especially, because one of the main mechanics of Rainbow Six Siege is that of headshots, right? It rewards you for headshots. It's one shot with any gun. Headshot kills the enemy instantly, right? Blackbeard, along with obviously other shield operators, flip that entire mechanic on its head.
I'd wager that Blackbeard is worse than any of the full shield operators at that mechanic, because you can peek a full shield operator and all they have is hip fire with a pistol. Like that's trash. But Blackbeard has a fully automatic assault rifle or staring back at you.
And he can aim down sight and still not be fully exposed.
Exactly.
Because as soon as, let's say Montaigne, for example, aims down sight, his head is exposed. So,
but also to aim down sight, he has to also expose his shoulder and his feet. That's the thing, is he's also exposing himself there, which is an easy kill, and you can melee his shield away. Blackbeard, you're never going to get close enough to do that.
Yeah, because, in all fairness, the fire rate of both of his guns, both the Scar, the MK17, are awful, but, the recoil is low, and the damage isn't half bad, either.
That is true. They are high damage. The weapons were I would say the weapons are balanced that way, specifically just to bring down his power, because if you gave Blackbeard, here's a toxic combination. Blackbeard with the R4C.
Oh my god.
Ridiculous, pre-nerf ACOG R4C. He would be a terror with any weapon. You don't even need the R4C. You don't even need literally.
Imagine him with the AK-12.
Oh, the AK-12, just stop. That would be horrid.
That's what nightmares are made of.
That is nightmare fuel right there for any Siege player. Blackbeard with an AK-12 is nightmare fuel. Blackbeard with any gun that's better than the Mark 17 is nightmare.
Just any good gun.
Let's be honest. So on that note, I think the operator that most needs balancing. I'm gonna go with Cav.
Yeah.
I don't like she plays, and they have not changed her one bit.
Yeah, how do you change that?
I don't see. That's the thing, is I think she needs balancing, but I can't put my finger on what needs to change. If it were one thing to me, it would. The whole point of picking Cav is high risk, high reward, right?
Sure.
So, if I don't think Cav is overpowered in any way. It definitely at lower ranks, she's good. If you she's good if you know how to play her, and if you can play her correctly. But as soon as you get to higher elo, where they actually drone and stuff, all that other actual playing the game parts of it that we like to gloss over in shit tier ranks, she becomes a lot less effective. But I think she definitely has in my opinion, Cav is what Sam Fisher should have been as an operator.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just my opinion. But
that would make sense to Sam Fisher as a character, but that's also applying him to a much different environment. But I concur.
Would it though? Because if you take away, let's say you strip Cav of the interrogation, right? What does she have besides a really good pistol?
Well, what I'm saying is to
be fair, the interrogation isn't even her gadget.
No, it's the stealth. It's the stealth. What I'm saying is, what I'm trying to imply is that Sam Fisher came from Splinter Cell, and Sam Fisher as a character is built for Splinter Cell, and then you put him into Rainbow Six, which is a much different game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think they did him dirty putting him on attack.
Oh yeah.
They definitely could have put him in a much better spot, which is a discussion for another time, I might add.
Sure.
In the way that he fits into Siege.
Yeah.
But I think Cav, you take away the interrogation, and you have a really good framework for an operator.
Yeah.
Like, just give the interrogation altogether. Like, it's not her gadget. The silent step in of itself is amazing, by the way. She makes literally zero audible noise, first of all. Second of all, it leaves no trace for a jackal.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, she can't pick up her footsteps while she's using it. And also, if she activates it while she's getting jackal track, the jackal track disappears. He can't track her. Yeah, it does.
I didn't know that.
So if she activates Silent Step while you were tracing her old footprints, you can't get the pings. As long as the Silent Step is activated. I think that it is such a good ability that is tied down by a very high risk, high reward mechanic like the interrogation. I think if you get rid of the interrogation on Cav, it of course it takes away from her character, right? Like the whole siege lore, blah blah blah, that no one really cares about.
Yeah,
but
no one cares about siege lore.
Exactly, no one does. It's a first person shooter. What am I looking up? COD Modern Warfare lore? Like, oh my goodness, such interesting. Ooh, campaign, blah blah blah.
I could give you Modern Warfare lore, but that's beside the point.
Modern Warfare lore, shooty, bang, bang, 5 different countries, and we're done.
There's more to it. There's a lot of geopolitical stuff, okay?
Oh my gosh, alright, Mr. Complicated. The Rainbow Six is an inclusive countries team habitat. Like, dude,
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that ideology of like inclusivity of Rainbow Six Siege, right?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So Rainbow Six, in the Rainbow canon, in the Rainbow Six canon, that's overall every game, okay, including the books by Tom Clancy, which I have read. Love Tom Clancy; he's one of my favorite authors. Okay. Rainbow Six Siege is basically a secret government CTU made of CTUs. It's a Frankenstein, right? Of like the best of the best, okay?
Yeah.
And Rainbow Six Siege adhered to that for the most part
until recently. Yeah, I would say until year 4. And as soon as, like, I don't know, I'd say Parabellum. Parabellum, they went off the fucking rails.
I actually would argue that, what's it called? The first season of Season 4. Outbreak. Operation Chimera.
Outbreak was year 4. Oh, Chimera. Chimera was year 3, I thought. Not year 4.
Is it year 4? No, it was... No.
It was year 3. It had to be year 3.
It was year 3. Right? Yeah.
Operation Chimera, they went off the fucking rails. Well, but also, it was really cool. Oh, no. I will admit that Operation Chimera was super, like, stupid cool. The only problem is in doing that, they developed operators for Outbreak and then decided to put them into the game as well. And then when they were designed for the Outbreak mode.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is, like, Operation Chimera was the first time in which it wasn't a completely new CTU. As a matter of fact, the CTU that both Lion and Finka were technically a part of, the Chimera group, was one made up. Granted, Lion was part of GIGN and then joined the group, and then Finka was like Spetsnaz and joined the group. But after that, it started getting weird, right? Like, take, here's a perfect example. Operation, the one with Wamai and Sniper Lady.
Give me 1 sec, and I will look at it real quick. What was that? Oh, dang it, I can't find the name of it. Shoot.
Fact of the matter being...
Oh, Shifting Tides. That's what it was. Shifting Tides.
Fact of the matter being...
There it is, okay.
Those two are part of a entirely made up CTU called Nighthaven? Nighthawk?
Nighthaven. Yep, Nighthaven.
Which is a group of mercenaries in the game. It has nothing to do with actual lore. It's not real. And most operators have been part of that since then because they've run out. Rooney, the newest one, is Nighthaven.
Okay, so here's something interesting, though. Not technically. I would say that not because think of it this way, right? So the last operator from a CTU was Yana in Year 5 Season 1 Void Edge.
Okay. Was she from an actual CTU?
It was an actual CTU.
Hmm.
I don't remember which one. I could not tell you, but she is from an actual CTU. Oryx was unaffiliated.
Oryx was a freedom fighter, according to the lore.
Yeah, so he didn't have a CTU. Like, under his bio, it says unaffiliated.
Yeah, because he's a freedom fighter.
So Ace and Malusi were both from CTUs, by the way. Yes, so they were also from CTUs in Year 5 Season 2. But Year 5 Season 3 was Zero, who didn't have another made-up CTU. And then Aruni was obviously from Nighthaven, right?
But Ace and Ace is affiliated with Nighthaven.
Oh, Ace is with Nighthaven, but Malusi has her own CTU.
Malusi
is the South African Defense Force,
South African yes, which is
it's like some wildlife thing, right?
Kind of. They I like these guys because legitimately what they do is they sit in trees and they will snipe poachers.
Oh wow, that is interesting.
Yeah, they will sit in trees and with like a bunch of like tigers and lions hunting poachers. Like if someone is trying to kill lions, tigers, rhinos, whatever, like illegally, they just like murk them.
Okay. So beyond that, let's talk about the lore a little bit more. What was the okay. So in my opinion, I think that in the beginning, the gadgets were very realistic up until Chimera.
Oh yeah, and
then like what is it? Parabellum with Alibi and Maestro. That was like like this is like really sci-fi. Parabellum was
but even then,
almost as bad as Chimera.
Parabellum and both Parabellum and Lion from Operation Chimera are grounded in reality. They're not totally real, but they're grounded in reality.
Yeah, but it's more okay. Think as just straight up sci-fi. Let's get that's no. Just stop that right now. Like there's no way Think is ever happening as an operator.
Oh no.
But I mean, Lion to an extent is realistic.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, okay. Here's an interesting thing on that. They actually, because they out where I live, they think there's gold in like the hills that we live. Well, there is. They've got mining for it. There's gold in them hill, boy. But what they do is they take out a certain truck and it has this massive cylinder on it that weighs like 600 pounds, and they thump it against the ground, right? And so that sends shock waves through the ground, and if it hits, like gold is extraordinarily dense. So compared to regular like granite or something, it'll send that shock wave back at a higher rate than another object would. And so then they can determine whether there's gold, whether there's like something in the area, like drilling wise. They also use that to find like oil, because they'll find massive gaps, and they'll be like, oh, this is filled with oil, we can frack this or whatever. And so that's actually like using. So I mean, like technically, Lion is grounded in reality because it's literally just a computer sitting there. Yeah, it's literally just sonar, but also. It's especially with Lion's new update, it's like a lot more grounded, I would say, with his rework, where it's like a ping every couple seconds, because that's a lot more, I would say, less sci-fi in a way. But I also think, what is it? They went actually pretty decently on track for the rest of the seasons after Parabellum up until Callie and Wamai came out, because like Maverick, it's a fucking blowtorch. Clash literally has an electrified shield, like it's literally just a taser shield, which exists. Cade is
Kaid.
Oh, okay, fine. Kaid, however you want to pronounce it. He's pretty realistic.
Yeah.
Nomad is. I don't even know.
I think Nomad's technically
back at Mach 10.
I think, okay, so with Nomad's gadget, I don't know if it technically exists, but it seems like something that totally could.
I mean, is it like really though? Like
in theory, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Science, definitely like reasonable sci-fi for Nomad.
Yeah.
Gridlock could definitely exist. Mozzie
Gridlock.
could absolutely exist.
Oh yeah, no, just a little
Knock.
drone that hawk that.
Oh
That,
yeah,
yeah, no, absolutely.
absolutely. Knock is definitely in the realm of possibility.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that. I'd say Warden borders on the more sci-fi, but definitely reasonable
Well, there's obviously
side.
like there's glasses that can look through smoke, like thermal glasses. It's the flashbang capabilities
It's
that
the
are weird,
flashbang capability that
and the
is
fact that
different.
it's turned on by his watch, like he's James Bond.
Yeah, but also that he can like turn it on and off like whenever he wants to. It's very odd.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not. I think it's good though. I think it's reasonable, right? It's in the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Amaru it's literally a fucking grappling hook. Like you could like come on. Goyo is literally just a gas tank attached to the back of a metal shield.
Mm-hmm.
So in all reality, Ember Rise was the most realistic season we got since White Noise.
Yeah,
Which is weird to say because it's a person with a grappling hook and a guy who straps gas bombs to the back of metal shields. So I mean, take that as you will. Callie's gadget is, I would say, decently realistic. Besides the fact that it's fired out of an underbarrel grenade launcher of a 308 sniper rifle, but I digress.
But you can find EMP grenades in M203 grenade launchers, so
you can find EMP rounds, but hers is not an EMP round. It's like a penetrating explosive. Oh, case in point, it is literally a mini sabot round, a sabot round. You ever see? Do you know what one of those are?
Yes. Let me hold on.
Yeah, they're fired from tanks.
Oh,
They're a type of tank round.
Yeah,
and basically what it does is it's not actually any explosives. It's literally just basically brick of metal fired at such a high velocity that it'll penetrate and then it'll explode inside the other cabin, basically shredding all human matter inside of it.
Oh yeah, those things. Yeah. So it's kind of like
they're ridiculous.
Like the rods from God, right? Kinetic bombardment.
Oh yeah, kinetic rods. It's basically a small fireable kinetic rod. And I mean, in case in point, that's Callie's underbarrel grenade launcher is literally just a 40 mil, but with basically a sabot round or sable round inside of it. So I mean, that's pretty cool.
Destroys gadgets.
Well, yeah, it doesn't. The weird thing is it doesn't like obliterate all human life on the other side through shrapnel. Fair enough. I mean, that would. Can you imagine if Callie? Okay, if Callie had Sabo rounds, everyone would play Callie. It would do like 70 damage to the operators on the other side of the wall, just instantly fucked.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, it'd be great. Anyway, besides that, Whammy kablammies. What the fuck were they thinking? No,
definitely not grounded in anything.
And literally anything at all. Like, come on. You could have picked any better explanation than yes, attract metal.
Especially
like,
since
no, shut up.
Grenades don't use iron.
Yeah, so magnets wouldn't work.
Yeah, for a magnet to work, it has to be a ferrous metal, i.e., iron.
Yeah, which stainless steel isn't. No, stainless steel is.
Stainless steel has iron, typically.
But it's not. It wouldn't be enough to suck it. Like,
it wouldn't be enough to be that magnetic. And
no way.
Most grenades are not stainless steel. Because stainless steel doesn't shrapnel.
Oh, right.
Most grenades, I think, are aluminum and plastic.
Oh, right, because aluminum makes mad shrapnel. That it basically flakes in a way.
Metal are most grenades made of? Oh, no shit. Cast iron.
Cast iron? Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Fragmentation grenades.
Interesting.
This is from How Products Are Made, Volume 7. Fragmentation grenades contain an explosive charge in a metal body designed to break into fragments upon charge exploding. They typically weigh about 21 ounces and are constructed of cast iron.
So flashbangs are a mix of magnesium and aluminum on the outside.
See, that makes
So
sense.
they have 0 metal attraction, and they're super light.
Well, that makes sense why magnesium is in there, because magnesium burns incredibly bright.
Exactly, and it's aluminum. It's basically an aluminum casing.
It's a soda can.
It's a soda can, right? Because it doesn't need to be any heavier than a soda can.
Mm-hmm.
So magnets don't attract aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a ferrous metal.
I think cast iron is also technically different than regular iron. Let's Google it. Come on, Google, stop being a bitch. Is there a difference between cast iron and regular iron?
It is. So cast iron is attracted to magnets.
Cast iron is iron that has been melted, poured into a mold, and allowed to cool. Wrought iron is iron that has been heated and then worked with tools.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, so cast iron is definitely attracted to magnets.
Okay, so technically speaking, in theory,
so it would attach to fragmentation grenades. So it would attach to frag grenades. It would not attract flashbangs. What else does it like? What else does it take in?
It takes in everything. So it also takes
Ash's breaching rounds. Probably those are probably a steel drill bit, so that would make sense.
Probably.
Because it's basically literally just like a drill press bit fired out of a 40 mil.
Mm-hmm.
So
here's something weird. It also takes in Capita's bolts.
Oh, that's literally an arrow.
Mm-hmm. Which are typically
made out of
plastic. That one I know.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, they're definitely polymer or plastic materials, yeah.
Granted, there's
so that's interesting.
The tip, which is like the fire tip or the
smoke tip.
But
I mean, but let's be realistic.
Definitely not a ferrous metal.
Not even like that magnet would have to be dummy strong to pull that arrow. Like think of it this way, right? Like if that arrow's fired at a reasonable like 3 to 4 meters per second, right? Mm-hmm. There's no way that magnet is like ripping that arrow away from its current trajectory, like bringing it all the way to it.
For a magnet to be that strong and actually like,
it would pull the damn pool tape.
Yeah, no, everything is like the change in Doc's pocket go into the magnet, right?
Oh yeah, Doc is going to the magnet.
Doc is going to the magnet.
In his pocket. Okay, speaking of unrealistic operators, hologram bitch from space.
Here we go.
With space contacts because she's albino. Nothing against albino people, but
she alone
like
is not realistic.
The fact that she is a playable character, just bro.
Here's the thing, right?
Like you literally shoot a gun and she would pass out.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing, like, nothing against albino people, but technically speaking, I don't think they're allowed in the military to begin with.
Yeah, they're not.
Let alone a counter-terrorist unit.
Well, yeah, the most elite counter-terrorist unit.
And
I mean, like, okay.
On top of that,
in the lore, she technically never is like an operational person. Like apparently Mira as well. If you like, they have a bunch of whole lore. I really don't pay attention to it because I could care less. Mm-hmm. But I hear about it sometimes. So apparently, like, because I remember a whole bunch of people were like, "This is stupid, unrealistic." That she's like, Iana's basically an entry fragger, an intel entry fragger, and she has extreme light sensitivity. Like, that doesn't make any sense at all.
No.
And then, you get all these little, 14-year-olds who read every single, wiki fan page post about Rainbow Six, and they're like, but actually, she's part of the R&D team, and she's only in the game for gameplay purposes. It's like, why would you let me entry frag as an operator if they're meant to be an R&D person? I don't play this game to research and develop new gadgets. I play to go click on heads and throw grenades at people.
Well, if that's the case, then why is she part of the game?
I see. That's what I don't get. Then just add her to part of the lore,
Yeah,
right?
Like what's
like
the
like the
British
like
guy?
the Henry, I think
Henry,
his name
thank
is,
you.
or something like that. Something. Because he used to be called Six, but then they got rid of the old one, so now it's like Henry.
According to the
like
lore, and yes, I know you were just making fun of people that know the lore. I do know the lore.
that.
Six retired, and Henry took over.
Okay.
And it's because of Henry that things are getting weird.
All fucky.
This British bastard.
Now operators yeah, I know, some British bastard. Now he has to hire speaking of interesting hires, a guy who can fucking run through walls and has a 7-meter vertical. Let's talk about that. Who in God's green earth has a 7-meter vertical? Bro, he is built different. Like not even like different fucking planet mantis fuck the human type shit somehow still looks like a human. Like this man is built different. Oh my god. What were they thinking, dude?
So he has a 7-meter vertical, right?
Yeah.
Which is
21 feet.
21 feet. Okay. Do you know what the highest vertical jump ever recorded was?
What?
According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the highest recorded was from a Canadian basketball player who jumped up 63 inches, which is a little over 5 feet.
So this man is basically a genetic anomaly.
Yep.
Let's just get that out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Also, the fact that he can literally plow through walls with the power of his forearms, like literal Okay, that's not okay. That's actually not saying much. Like weak drywall, like no frame drywall, like some of the walls in Siege are. Like you can do that as a normal human being. It's gonna hurt.
I, as a fat
You
ass,
can
could
do
probably
it.
Kool-Aid man my way through there.
Oh yeah, you can Kool-Aid man your way. I think a lot of people could Kool-Aid man their way through some weak ass drywall. But this man fucking puts holes in like reinforced wooden walls, like crossing internal beams and everything. This man fucking plows through them.
Yep.
Like, it's not that he's not even like out of the realm of scientific possibility. This guy's got to be on so many damn roids. I don't even know how he's standing.
I am Oryx. I do not create rotation hole. I am rotation hole.
I mean, basically, like, holy crap, dude, it's insane. It is. He's literally a genetic anomaly. Like, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my. Also the fact that he can literally push over. Wait, hold on. Oh gosh. Monty weighs like what? 100, 200 kilos? Probably. Because Oryx was the heaviest operator to be introduced. And he can, by using his ability, he can push, let's say Sledge. I'm pretty sure Sledge weighed in like 210 kilos.
Mm-hmm.
So he has the raw power to knock a sprinting 210 kilo man backwards on his ass. That alone, that transfer of kinetic energy is ridiculous. Like, he would probably crack their spine.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, because you sprint like pretty fast. You sprint decently fast as a 2-speed 2 armor in Siege, right? So you take a 210 kilo man, you say he's sprinting forward at like, what, 3 meters per second? So that's a decent clip. So you are now taking that 210 kilometers, which is moving at 3 meters per second forward, and you're moving it at like, what, 5 to 6 meters per second backwards to knock him on his ass? Like, that's ridiculous.
At the very least, he's breaking his pelvic bone.
Oh, at the very least. If not every other bone in his damn body when he hits the floor. Good God. Okay. Away from unrealistic operators and to actually realistic operators. Malusi and Ace.
Yeah, they could totally be within
Malusi.
the realm of. I mean, Malusi is just a motion detector
It's a motion detector with loud sounds.
with a speaker.
Yeah. It is literally a motion detector with the speaker.
I'm pretty
That has
sure.
bulletproof, that has literally just plated armor. Like someone put a really high quality JBL speaker in there with like that little tripwire you find in your 8-year-old I Want to Be a Spy kit, and decided to put fucking bulletproof armor on there, and they called it science.
Bro, hold on, real talk. Do you remember Spy Gear?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure her gadget was a Spy Gear toy.
No, dude. So
Yeah.
basically, someone made a spy gear toy bulletproof.
Yeah, essentially. I'm pretty sure there was a Spy Gear toy because I had like a bunch of them when I was young. And the only ones
Oh,
I like
yeah.
I genuinely remember was the walkie-talkies, something with a laser, and then like the
Oh yeah,
night
the
vision.
tripwire.
Yeah,
The tripwire was dope.
and then the night vision glasses, which was basically just a pair of plastic with blue lights on the side and like a magnifying glass.
Dude, that was the shit though. That was the shit.
Spy Gear was so much fun.
hmm Oh gosh, what
Can
else?
I buy Spy
Oh,
Gear? Hold on.
probably. Dude, there are probably like a whole bunch of like what used things on eBay, something like that.
We're going to Amazon.
Oh,
Spy.
I don't even know if they sell it anymore. To be honest.
I found the glasses.
Ooh, really? How
Yeah.
much?
$26.95.
Oh wow, that's steep.
Yeah, it's not
Shit, for
It's
something that can't.
It's not technically Spy Gear though.
Oh, it's not like licensed.
It is, but it's licensed by someone else.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
By Spy X. Oh, holy crap! There it is. Oh my god! So Spy Gear brand. It's the radios with the cameras on them. So
Yeah.
you remember those? It was basically.
Yeah.
You want to know how much they are?
How much?
$199.99.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yep.
That is insane.
Whoa!
That is insane.
I can make payments on this?
Oh yeah, you didn't know about that feature on Amazon now?
I didn't know Amazon allows me to make payments.
Yeah, it was like a new thing that they added in one of their like soft.
Pay
one of their updates or something.
$33.33 a month for 6 months plus shipping, handling, and tax, with 0% interest equal monthly payments when you're approved for an Amazon store card.
Yeah, it's actually a really good thing
That's really good.
for people trying to buy like big ticket items off Amazon.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
dangerous, though.
I mean, for people who are not financially responsible,
It's dangerous for me.
it is dangerous for you.
Yeah,
It is very dangerous, Matt.
I totally get approved for another credit card and just to make payments on Amazon for stupid stuff like, Matt, why'd you get the PS5? Why'd you get 3 of them? Because I can make payments on it, guys. It's okay.
Matt, why'd you get three PS5s? Because, Mom, I'm going to show them online for 3 times the price to some moron who wants to play Spider-Man early. Also, scalpers deserve to rot in hell. Let's just get that out of the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Like fuck you.
Them's
Just
them
go
some
die.
bitches.
Them some A-tier bitches. Speaking of A-tier bitches with an AK-12. Ace.
Oh yeah, I love Ace.
Ace. But is his gadget realistic?
Yeah, I think so.
It is basically just an excessive amount of pressure clamped, like, because right, the little fucking tentacle arms extend from the canister and they basically just constrict, so they add an insane amount of pressure onto the wall and break it open, so it's basically like remote jaw of life. Basically what it is, right?
Is that how his gadget works?
Yeah, it's pressure based. That's why it's not at all explosive. It's like what I remember reading from his bio, and again, I'm basically a shitlord when it comes to Siege lore or anything having to do with the operators besides shooty shooty bang bang. fuck. Why am I laughing at my own joke? Son of a bitch. But what I remember is that it applies pressure to the wall to like such an extent that it literally just cracks. It forces the metal to like collapse in on itself in the same way that like the jaws of life, like the way that they use that, like there's such an excess of pressure that it can literally cut through anything just because the amount of force placed upon the surface. So I mean, I think it's a little different with Ace's gadget, but like same concept where it's just like an overwhelming amount of pressure type thing.
Okay. That makes sense, actually. So yeah.
Yeah, it actually seems very grounded compared to some of the other operators.
Yeah, definitely grounded within reality.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that brings us to Sam Fisher.
Matt's favorite operator.
I love
Sammy Fisher.
I love Sam Fisher so much.
Sam Fisher. You have an absurd, irrational love for playing Zero too.
You don't
play
understand
him all the time.
So here's the thing. For one, I like his gadget and his guns, and for two, it's almost a nostalgia factor, because
it just straight nostalgia back to the Splinter Cell games.
Because I grew up on Splinter Cell, right? I played through all of them, starting when I was like old enough to play video games. As a matter of fact, I rebought. Here's how I spent my quarantine. I went through all of them again.
Really? How was it?
Two of them don't really... Okay, so the first two don't really hold up very well. Especially Pandora Tomorrow. The third one, Chaos Theory, still phenomenal. Still probably my favorite. Double Agent is just as bad as when it was when I got it or first played it. Conviction is super underrated. Blacklist is severely underrated.
Splinter Cell Blacklist, I think I've heard about that.
Splinter Cell Blacklist is the last Splinter Cell game that came out 7 years ago. We haven't had a Splinter Cell game in 7 years, but they finally confirmed a new one. The only catch is that it's goddamn VR.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, okay, Splinter Cell. Okay, I remember watching gameplay of Blacklist. All right. It sounded too familiar for me. No, I just had to put two and two together. So they're making a VR-only Splinter Cell game.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of VR-only games, guess what's on the Steam store? Medal of Honor. VR.
Oh, no shit. Oh, my God. Okay.
No shit.
I need to get a
new
headset.
Medal of Honor game on Steam. VR headset.
I need to get a headset.
Blew my fucking mind. Did not...
I saw the trailer for this game back when it was first announced back in August. And I've been so excited because, much like Splinter Cell, I grew up on the Medal of Honor games. Loved Medal of Honor. And seeing that they finally decided to come back in VR, I was kind of excited for it. I mean, VR is turning out to be kind of a good thing. I mean, look at Half-Life Alyx. No one thought it was going to be good, and then it turned out to be quite phenomenal.
Yeah, Valve kind of slapped everyone in the nuts with Half-Life Alyx. They're like, "Oh, Valve's gonna make a shitty Half-Life remake. We want Half-Life 3," and then the whole community was bitching about it collectively. And then Half-Life Alyx came out, and everyone was like, "Huh, this is actually pretty good."
Quite good.
Also, speaking of amazing VR games, Boneworks, by the way, spiritual successor to Half-Life in a way before Half-Life Alyx was announced. Amazing game with great gunplay. Not as advanced as Half-Life Alyx, I will admit, but I still do enjoy watching content on Boneworks. That, and if you get the chance, if you're going to endeavor into a VR headset, I'm going to butcher the name, but I believe it's Hot Dogs and Hand Grenades? Give me 1 sec to look it up. Because
I've never heard of this game.
Give me 1 sec.
But anyway, back to Sam Fisher. Yes, easily my favorite operator in the game right now. Again, I actually like his kit. I like his gadget. And again, nostalgia factor. I like play. I always made the joke And I think I've made it a couple times with you even. I was like, oh, look, they're going to add Sam Fisher into the game. And then they did.
Oh yeah, and they did. It surprised everyone. So it's actually hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades, and it is basically it's basically America VR simulator. It's you just go around shooting hot dogs with guns.
That sounds awesome. That
In
sounds
like
like my
certain
4th of July.
They have so many guns. So many guns.
So many guns to shoot.
It's a lot. There's a lot of guns.
Hell yeah. I can respect that.
And so I mean if you have a VR headset, go pick it up. Don't pick up some like shit ass game like VR chat. No one loves you if you spend out your hours in VR chat lobbies being a little anime bitch with big titties. Like no one cares. Get a life.
I have big titties. I have big titties in real life because I'm a fat kid, so I don't have to worry about any of that.
Dude, exactly. See? Hey, what the fuck happened to the ringtone, bro? Come on.
That's Messenger. I can't change the Messenger ringtone.
Oh, that's lame.
If you were to actually like text me right now, you would hear it.
All right. Bet.
Okay, I'll play it. Hold on. Let me send this text.
Thanks for the input, Jeff.
There's a proper ringtone. Don't bother reading the text message, by it.
I saw it.
God damn it. Oh, fuck. Where were we? Splinter Cell. VR games. Oh, yeah. Oh, so also, the reason I actually ended up seeing it on Steam is literally just because I was browsing the front page of the Steam store and I'm like, Medal of Honor? The fuck? They haven't released one of these since that garbage Medal of Honor game back in... Oh, God, what was it?
2015.
Medal of Honor Warfighter?
Medal of Honor Warfighter back in 2015.
That was...
I got that game. I got that game for Christmas that year, and then I didn't play it.
That was an interesting game, I will admit. They caught a lot of flack for. Interestingly enough, actually, I want to talk about this.
Okay.
Medal of Honor Warfighter caught an insane amount of flack for being a AAA title that let you play as the insurgents. That let you play as an insurgent force in a multiplayer game. I find that ridiculous, to be honest, even back in 2015.
Well, see,
because
the Medal of Honor beforehand, the soft reboot that was just called Medal of Honor, and it was also based in modern time, not only allowed you to play as an insurgent, but allowed you to play as a specific insurgency group. I wonder, let me know if you've heard of this. I don't know if you have, but they're called the Taliban.
No recollection whatsoever of what a Taliban is.
Yeah.
Never heard. Of course.
In the Medal of Honor, the 2013 Medal of Honor multiplayer, you could literally play as the Taliban.
Didn't they catch a ton of flack for that, and they had to change it?
No, they never changed it. But you have no idea.
Really?
How much. Nope, they never changed it. I think that's why they did change it in Medal of Honor Warfighter, because I don't think you play as any specific insurgency.
Because I was going to say, one of the games that I quite enjoy was Insurgency Source, and now Insurgency Sandstorm. It's in the fucking name. You literally play as a terrorist.
Well, here's the thing, right?
But it's not like a terrorist group. Okay, a insurgent group. You're not playing as like the guy who went kaboom against the two towers in New York. To keep it mildly PG, but fuck that.
Well, here's the thing.
You're not playing. Technically, using.
Yeah, well, let's use that logic, right? Like people are upset that you were playing as an insurgency group in Medal of Honor. First, I'm going to bring up two examples. Okay, first off, you play as insurgent groups in Call of Duty games. Just throwing that out there. Granted, made up insurgent groups, but insurgent groups nonetheless. But also in Call of Duty games, specifically older Call of Duty games, you can play as actual Nazis.
Or what was it? COD.
All of them.
Was it COD 2? Where you played as the Nazis?
Well, no. So all of the CODs with multiplayer in World War II, The other
Yeah.
team was either the
Was the
Japanese
Nazis.
or the Nazis.
COD World War II, the fucking reboot of the World War II series, you played as the damn
You
Nazis.
played as the damn Nazis, and your team symbol was the swastika.
Oh.
They didn't do anything to censor that.
No,
and
it was.
no
It
one
was.
had a
It,
problem
I
with
don't think.
that.
I don't think it was a swastika. There's no way they would have
No,
let that
it was.
fly.
At
It
least
was really no shit.
It was in World. It was in. It was. They used the swastika in World at War, but
Oh
think-
yeah. Oh
I think
yeah.
they used the. I think they still use the swastika in World War II as well. I know they did.
I
in
don't
older
think
Call
they
of Duty.
did. I think they used the Iron Cross, the Black Cross,
They might have.
instead in World War II. I think that would, because there's no fucking way that Sledgehammer would not catch flack for putting a goddamn swastika in a game
Well,
in this age. Like,
swastika.
I mean, because that's what I remember from BF5. Yeah, BF5, BF1, and BF5.
Yeah,
they
Battlefield.
both
Battlefield
used,
5.
They both use the Black Cross.
The Iron Cross.
Yeah, the Iron Cross, if you want to call it that. The Iron Cross for the German forces.
Which, I mean, is historically accurate, but the Iron Cross wasn't
It is.
Nazis specific.
Exactly. So it kind of treads the line, but I think it's a lot more
Well, it doesn't matter.
suited
Nazi-
to our interesting climate that we dwell in today.
Nazi's a Nazi, right? And
Mhm.
no one had a problem with that, right?
Exactly, because Nazi inherently bad.
Inherently
Right.
bad. And it's a video game.
But video game caused violent.
Yeah, I'm aware.
We're not going to go down there.
Doom caused Columbine. Anyway,
What?
you didn't know that?
No.
Oh my god. So,
Excuse me? That was the first time I've ever heard of that.
here's some history for you. So,
All right, hit me up.
I believe it was Eric Klebold, and that he was actually, first off, he was actually known quite well amongst the Doom community at the time because he made a lot of Doom mods, and he was
okay.
he was very active on Doom forums,
Okay.
and thusly, during the investigation of the Columbine massacre, a lot of parents blamed Doom for the actions of Dylan and Eric.
That is... Okay, to be fair, it's parents who don't understand technology making a knee-jerk reaction.
Sure.
But at the same time, it's also... You're killing demons. Like, it's not even like... Their connection's not even as strong as it is to say something like COD. Or any modern FPS game.
Well, that's
Right.
Also, that's also ignoring like the biggest argument here is it doesn't matter what. Let's say any violent video game. Let's say Grand Theft Auto. You're killing hookers. I'm not gonna go out and kill a
for
hooker.
money. But it's fun in GTA because you can do
Fun in
whatever the hell you
GTA.
want.
Yeah,
That's the whole point of GTA is you can do whatever you want.
yeah. It doesn't matter what the violence is in a video game. Shouldn't be blame. You
A
shouldn't blame.
reasonable person isn't gonna go out and, I don't know, start a fucking cocaine lab in their free time as a business and run it out of a derelict gas station.
Yeah.
Like that's not something your everyday average Joe from GTA is gonna think. They don't play GTA to be like, oh boy, time to go check on the coke lab. Like, fuck no.
Yeah. No. I'm
They
not.
they go there to be like, I want to go basically enable God mode and go do whatever I want as a cathartic release, and that's basically what they do.
And that's just exactly what it is. It's a cathartic release. Like, the most you'll ever see, like, a normal gamer, maybe they'll say a racial slur in a COD lobby, okay? And obviously, don't be racist, but at the same time, like, that individual is not gonna, after the game's over, the game's over.
Okay, but also one of the interesting things that I like to point out with the use of colorful and derogatory language online is that it almost in a way shows up like an intense passion. Because okay, in some communities, COD, it's thrown around lightly.
Yeah.
But in certain communities, if you get called a, any slew of racial, homophobic, whatever you want, a slur, basically.
A slur,
If you
yes.
get called a slur,
you did something to really piss the person off. And I mean, it's almost in a sense of a reaction to something that, you know, you take pride in. Like, no one enjoys losing or getting, I don't know, 360 ooga booga booga off a fucking rooftop at Mach 10 for the final kill cam in your Modern Warfare lobby by some cracked out 12-year-old. Like, no one enjoys that. And I mean, at the same time, I think that it's not, obviously slurs are a bad thing.
Yeah, obviously.
Granted.
That
but it doesn't show an inherently bad intention, if that makes sense. Like, don't say slurs online. Don't be a retard. But the inherent existence of that culture perpetuates pride in the game, which is an odd thing to say.
That's an interesting
But I think
take.
it's true. It is. I would say it. But also here's let's go back to the GTA example.
Sure.
If you gloss over the campaign of GTA, right? Let's say you only play GTA Online.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to partake in any form of illegal activity.
No.
You can literally just go play golf.
Yeah. Just fly around in a jet.
For like, exactly. Like, how are you going to get that jet? You're not going to get it very fast because you're not running a cocaine lab out of your basement, but
exactly,
that's fine.
And that goes back to the original
You can still get a jet, and you can still go fly it around. You don't have to break into a military base and go pop tanks with an RPG. You know, you can go for a walk.
Exactly.
Granted, it's going to be a hell of a lot more boring,
but
it does not force you to do violent acts.
No.
Like in the campaign is totally different story. Totally different story.
Yeah, you
but
have
when
like,
you give the player
bullshit.
Complete agency over an open world to do literally whatever they want with zero objectives, they can choose to be violent or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an inherently violent game because it empowers player agency.
Yep.
Think of it as Dishonored. Do you think knife assassinations went up after Dishonored was released because you had a bunch of 18-year-old kids yeeting themselves off buildings with blades? No. Come on. Be realistic.
Do you think airport shootings went up after the No Russian mission in Modern
Warfare?
Warfare?
There it is. There's the mission. There's the ooh boy.
There's no Russian.
There's the iconic No Russian. So interestingly enough, in the remake, you know, you don't even have to play the mission.
You can actually skip the mission in the original,
which I think is a disservice.
I still played it, but
I would think that even if you do not partake and you just watch, I think it's the message of the mission alone is stronger than one mission is stronger than some of that in entire COD games.
Oh, yeah.
Like that one mission alone is insanely. It's not even heavy-handed. Well, okay, it is heavy-handed because you're literally going down. It is very heavy-handed with its imagery, but I think it's not. I don't know how to put this properly into words. It's not heavy-handed. It's very heavy-handed in its imagery, but at the same time, it's not inherently forcing you into a conclusion, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Technically, it's only there to set up the main villain of the game, right?
Well, so I mean, and the Modern Warfare 2 story, it actually set it's yeah. So if you're not, are you familiar with like the intricacies of the Modern Warfare 2 story and the overall Modern Warfare story?
Not at all. I personally have not played through any of the COD campaigns except for BO1 and BO2, so I'm not a COD guy.
Those are some good ones. Anyway, No Russian. What? I said those are some good ones. Yeah. But No Russian actually is incredibly quintessential to the story
of the Modern Warfare games, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's in because it sets up the entire conflict.
See, and that's why I think. Well, at least so putting it this way, I'm not versed in the nuances of the COD the COD lore or any of the campaigns. I've watched the playthroughs of them when I was a kid because my parents wouldn't buy them for me because they thought they would be too violent, which I didn't get to play COD. So I played through BO1 and BO2 at my friends' houses. But watching them, even then, that just, I mean, the funniest thing I think that No Russian kind of told us as itty bitty kids, for the ones who played it at least when they were 12 to 14, is that we all kind of just went along with it. You know,
it just desensitized us.
The elevator doors pop open and you don't think twice.
And you're like, all right, now we're shooting Russian civilians.
All right, now we're down.
All right,
civilians must be bad. All right, yeah, sweet, right? I mean, I don't think a lot of people walked through that mission without firing a shot on the first try. I gotta be honest.
Oh no, I was mowing down civilians. Like, I'll be completely honest with you, I was just straight mowing them down.
Box dumping.
Yeah. No, like, and as soon as I ran out of ammo on the LMG, I'm switching to the secondary M4. Like, no rounds were being missed.
No mercy. No mercy.
No Russian and no mercy.
Do you think it desensitized you though to violence? Do you think that one mission had such an impact that it desensitized you to violence in the future?
No, it wasn't.
Or do you think it made you, in a sense, more? I would say more kind of in tune to violence like that.
The worst
and how actually gruesome it is.
The worst that mission has done for me is make inappropriate jokes when I go to airports. Okay, so like every time I go to DIA and I'm in the elevator, I find myself saying, "Remember, no Russian," and like my family doesn't get it, but then I'm with like some buds and I'll say, "Remember, no Russian," and they just like, yes. It makes sense. But no, it did not desensitize me to violence. As a matter of fact, most violence, like overt real life violence, like say, I don't know, a death on Live Leak, freaks me out.
Some guy getting his brains absolutely clapped out of his skull on Live Leak does a heck of a lot more than, like, I don't know,
a virtual
shooting
mission.
a virtual machine gun at a virtual person in the game.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, here's an interesting take on the No Russian mission. I think that the No Russian mission should be required to be, well, not required to be, but I think it should be a playable mission. Like there's no reason you should skip it because from your input, it's key to the story of the rest of the Modern Warfare games. But also because I think it goes along the lines of what is it? The 9/11 Memorial.
Mm-hmm.
So if you walk through the 9/11 Memorial, there is an optional section that is off to the side where you can see all of the people who took part in the how do you say that, events? The terrorist attack. The people who orchestrated
The terrorists
and executed the terrorist attack. Yes, the terrorists. And the interesting part about it is that it shows, you know, obviously like a mugshot of them. It's a mugshot of the terrorist.
Yeah.
And then like date of death, but also like were they killed by the US government or did they kill themselves in a plane crash? Two options there, right? The thing that I find interesting is that it's an optional piece of the 9/11 exhibit, and I think it serves to say almost the same thing as the No Russian mission in a way, in that we are too scared of offending people to include something that is quintessential to telling a story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, in my opinion, the terrorists, again, this is just my opinion, the terrorists are obviously the only reason that 9/11 happened. They are without that ideology and without those people who follow that ideology, we would have not had an attack like that. And arguably, a lot of things in the world would not be the same at all
Without
Cough,
extremism, we
the
wouldn't have the
fucking
Patriot Act.
TSA. Okay, you mean the blatant violation of my rights to privacy act? Yes, of course. I am familiar. Oh, it's fine. If you're not American, don't worry. The Patriot Act is a little funsy thing implemented by our government that ensures we never have any privacy ever.
Remember Edward
cool.
Snowden?
Yeah! Edward Snowden in the NSA. Edward Snowden's a G, by the way.
Oh, Edward Snowden's a
tell
G.
you otherwise. Edward Snowden is a fucking G.
Anyone who tells you otherwise is
yeah.
either stupid or trying to get him killed.
Very true. Sorry, Mr. Government. Edward Snowden's kind of a G. Yeah. So, but I don't know. I want to hear your perspective on that. So, do you think that, like, in the same way that No Russian is quintessential to the story of COD, in a way, like, it should be, it should be a required playable mission, and it's part of the story. Like, despite the fact that it is gruesome and it is violent, I mean, not really by today's standards is anything special, but that it should be like a required mission in the same way that, you walk through the 9/11 memorial and you look through and you go, yeah, those are the people that orchestrated that event, in the same way that in No Russian sets up the conflict in Modern Warfare 2.
Well, I find first things first. I find it really hard to compare, 9/11 to a video game mission. But in regards to that, I mean, I don't know. In the sense that, well, here's the thing. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there. No, I honestly think both things should definitely be optional, in the sense that, I mean, obviously you don't. It's not even from a place of, like, offending people. It's a place of, like, like, sore subject type stuff, right? Like, someone who, here's an analogy, right? Someone who has a past with, I don't know, suicide, probably shouldn't watch 13 Reasons Why. And then the fact that 13 Reasons Why is an awful TV show, but that's beside the point, right? Mm-hmm. It's important to appreciate with an asterisk. Important to acknowledge, that's what I'm looking for. Acknowledge those aspects, like the No Russian mission, which is important to the story, or the 9/11 memorial, which I've seen, by the way. It's incredible.
I agree.
It's important to acknowledge those things, but not enough to the point where we have to make people, like, see it at. Like, I guess the way what I'm trying to say is like, I, as someone who was born in Denver, Colorado, who has never had people living in New York at the time, would be fine looking at that, but someone whose sister died in 9/11 probably wouldn't, find the appreciation in it.
Mm.
But I think the fact that...
I get that. 100%.
I think the fact that it is optional means it's good, though, because I would much rather have it optional than completely
optional
censored.
Better than censored, right?
Optional better than censored, absolutely.
I would agree with that. In my opinion, I am a big for unfiltered content, so that's why I take the stance that I do, because, I mean, especially more so to COD than I do with the Memorial, because first of all, it's an M-rated game. No one fucking pays attention to the ratings anyway, so who gives a shit?
Yeah.
They just have their fucking mom buy it for them.
And COD, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, COD. Come on, guys. Really? It's COD. You know what's going to happen. There's got to be some motivation for bad guy to be bad. He's got to kill someone eventually.
And how realistic is it for a bad guy to bring in 2 American LMGs, a bunch of American firearms into an airport, Like,
I mean, okay, let's talk about that for a second. With the effectivity of the Transportation Security Administration, it's pretty fucking likely.
well, granted, keep in mind the no Russian was in a Russian airport, which doesn't really have TSA, but understandably.
Well, even foreign TSA, right? Our TSA and foreign TSAs are grossly incompetent and ineffective.
Oh, yeah.
Keeping with that in mind, also, you realize they were before the TSA checkpoint, weren't they? The elevator was before the security.
They were literally at the checkpoint when
they were at the checkpoint. Exactly. So you figure there's no way to screen those weapons through. So
yeah,
that's extraordinarily likely that they exactly up from the parking garage into the elevator. Literally anyone could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fucking do it, you moron.
Yeah, we don't condone no Russianing your local airport.
Please don't even think about it, you sick fuck.
Yeah, just Lord. If you have those thoughts, A, go to therapy, and B, just play no Russian to get it out of your system.
Please go to therapy. Or just play Just Cause 3.
There you go.
Just go.
A good game. That is a good game.
It is a good game. You can blow up civilians with the tank. I love the Just Cause series. Even though he has to say like stupid things like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't do that," when you accidentally like blow up a civilian's car with a stray rocket from your helicopter. Everything's accidental, Matt. You know, it's like when you accidentally kill that hooker in GTA.
Yeah. After
she got out of your car to get your money back. It's accidental.
Dude, I just had a buddy of mine text me about the whole Cyberpunk 2077 being buggy thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How bad? So I have actually not watched anything on Cyberpunk 2077 yet.
I haven't either.
Have you?
Nope. Actually, that's not true. No. I did watch a review today by Moist Critical, because like I'm super skeptical in buying the game, because like I was super hyped for it. Like, obviously, I didn't have the unrealistic expectations that a lot of people did have, but I was like, yeah, this looks like a really fun game. I like Blade Runner. I think I'll like this game. But if I do end up buying it, I really want to go in blindly, so that way, like, the negativity / positivity doesn't affect my playthrough. You know what I mean?
I would agree, especially with single player only experiences like that. Other CD Projekt Red games like The Witcher, Fallout, I think it's extraordinarily important to go in blind to a single player game.
Yeah, and see
versus a game like Destiny. Like, fucking, I tried going into Destiny blind, Destiny 2 specifically. Don't. God, do not. Please, it is so complicated. It don't make any goddamn sense, right?
Should I play
single player games? Whole different. I did play Destiny 2. I played Destiny 2 for like 30 hours.
Well, I haven't played Destiny 2. I played a lot of Destiny 1.
I really enjoyed the gunplay in Destiny 2, but god damn it, am I sick of watching numbers go up.
See, like by the time the Taken King in Destiny 1 came out, I was like, I'm done with this game.
Yeah. I find running the same raid 7 times, not raid, the same strike, that's what they're called, same strike 7 times to maybe get a golden thingy with a higher number is stupid, and I hate it, and I don't like it. Looter shooters are not for me. It's not, especially Destiny. Like, if you play Destiny, more power to you if you can sit there and watch small numbers go up on your screen.
I think Destiny is a horrible example of a looter shooter.
Okay, that is true. It is a horrible example of a looter shooter. The Division, Borderlands 2, much better examples. Borderlands 3, much better examples of a looter shooter.
See, the Borderlands series are my quintessential examples of a looter shooter, just because like they're good.
Fair enough. Destiny was, well, to some people it's the greatest thing to ever exist. To other people it's a walking piece of shit.
I think Destiny
I
is
mean,
easily one of
it's
the
still-
most divisive games ever. Because either you
I
love
would-
it or you hate it. There's no in
There is
between.
no damn in between. Because either you find that watching numbers go up on your screen is hella exciting and you love doing that, or you sit there and you go, I'm watching fucking numbers go up on the screen. What am I doing with my life?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the gameplay leaves nothing in between. Either you love the shooting and you like the strikes and the raids and the quests and the little and all the different loot and the gear and everything, or you just hate it. Another game that I think is like that, EFT, Escape from Tarkov. I have not played Escape from Tarkov. I will
Neither
put a
have I.
massive asterisk besides that. But either you love Escape from Tarkov or you hate Escape from Tarkov.
What
Because
exactly
it
is
is
Escape from Tarkov? Like, is it a battle?
it is a very odd game. It doesn't really it's like mini battle royale looter shooter. It is fucking weird.
Okay.
So basically you get dropped into a massive map
Mm-hmm.
with a bunch of other player characters and a bunch of AI characters called scabs. And you go around looting stuff to sell or to trade with in-game NPCs in the menu,
Mm-hmm.
or to upgrade your base, which I don't even fucking know about that. Like, according to some people, it's useless. According to some people, it's the best thing to fucking slice bread. Again, divisive. Basically, you go in with gear, you shoot people to get more gear, or you loot things to get more gear, and then you extract. And then you do it again, and again, and again.
So it's the Division.
Yeah, it's the Division, but it's on like different maps with PvP. Yeah, it's fun. It's very it's the Division. But the interesting thing about EFT is you die, you lose everything.
Oh, that's interesting.
Everything you had on your character is gone, except for what you can fit in this container, where it's called like there's different sizes of them, but it's like a secure container, and whatever you have in that container stays with you.
It's the Forever Box.
But it's the Forever Box. But everything outside that container is gone.
Gone.
Which is I think is very interesting, because it adds an immense amount of risk reward, right? Because Destiny, you could bring fucking Borderlands, even literally any other looter shooter, the Division. You bring your best gear into every single thing, every single time you play, not caring, because you know if you die, you'll still have that gear on you. EFT, on the other hand, if you have some fucking good gear, the guy who kills you is gonna take that shit because it's good.
Yeah, you no
So
longer have
it's-
good
it's-
gear. The other guy does.
And then you don't have good gear, and now you have to buy more gear. But on the other hand, right? Let's say you have really good gear and you have an extremely profitable raid. Now you just paid for that gear set. Now you can keep on using it, and everything you make after you pay for it is straight profit. So it's either like you win big or you lose really big. It's very unforgiving, and I've been wanting to get into it for a while, but unfortunately, Jesus fuck. Unfortunately, my PC is a fucking potato and it can't run it.
Really? It doesn't seem like I've seen gameplay of it.
It's pretty
today.
graphically demanding.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't look. It looked like a slightly better version of PUBG.
Yeah, it's not actually that pleasing to look at, which is very interesting. Also, other thing in EFT, holy shit, is the fucking gun customization retarded.
That I know is ridiculous.
Everything.
And it's very realistic
Fucking
too.
everything. Dude, that is the one thing that I find so cool about that game, is just you can go nuts.
See, like
Basically, anything you can stick on a fucking Picatinny rail, you can stick on a fucking gun. Doesn't have a rail? Put a rail on it.
See, and that reminds
Basically,
me. Today,
the core of it.
I saw it was a image from Escape from Tarkov, The most cursed gun image I've ever seen. A
Oh,
Makarov
was it like the
with a drum mag.
Makarov with the drum mag? There are worse. Have you seen like the baby Mosin with like 30 scopes on it?
What?
Oh, hold on. Give me 1 sec. I think I'll you know.
Take Molson. God damn it, I'm yawning. Why am I yawning?
I don't know. I'm tired too. All right, come on. Ah, yes. Is that it? Okay. Here, I'll show you this to you. I'll show this to you. I'll send it to you in Discord. It is a wonderful picture of a Mosin Nagant rifle with, I believe, 20 scopes attached to it. It is. Oh wait, why didn't I just?
Ooh, my head hurts.
Oh, that's fun. Oh wait, what? All right, there we go. All right. Let me see if I can find anything else crazy. All right. Oh, it's all just dumb recoil setups. Never mind. Thought I'd actually get something that looks retarded, but no. Oh, yes. So it's in Discord now. In the general, it is. Yeah.
Let us look. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not a Mosin.
It's a different body on a Mosin. Oh no, it isn't a Mosin. That's my bad.
I don't know
I'm a
what that
fucking
is.
retard.
That is definitely a tactical rifle, but what does that say?
What?
Did you see the name of it?
Wait. Oh fuck you, God is dead. Yeah. Okay. I'll send you another one, which I think of is
God damn
an
it.
M4 with 4 scopes on it,
What the hell?
3 lasers, and a suppressor.
And a suppressor.
I might add. Yeah.
Why? And there's a foregrip on there too.
Yeah.
Why do you need that
What
many
else?
scopes, man? It's not necessary.
Yeah. Let's see.
There's no tactical or strategic bonus at that rate. That's just extra weight to a gun that you don't need.
Ah, yes. All right. Okay. Let's see what we can. Oh boy. Oh dang it. They don't have anything. Oh well. This was. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can find. Okay. There's nothing crazy on Google Images. Oh yeah. There's the recoil build that everyone runs on. Oh, expensive bitch fuck. What, dude? Okay, this is apparently the oh god, I fucking closed Discord. Son of a bitch. This is apparently like the meta recoil build right now, where like the gun has like 0 fucking recoil or some dumb shit like that.
It's just a stick.
I mean, that's what it fucking looks like.
What the hell? What is that? Why? Why does it look like that?
I don't know.
I hate that.
Oh boy. Oh yes. Okay. I'm just gonna start sending you image of fucking cursed EFT gun builds now.
Okay.
You're gonna like it. Like that's pretty fucking stupid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you got Mr. Big Dick in its shotgun over here. Like, oh boy. Oh Lord.
That is an AKM.
Oh, that's an AKM without a mag.
Yep.
I thought that was a shotgun.
That is in fact not a shotgun. I was looking
Darn.
at it, I'm like, why is there a charging handle on a shotgun and a gas
Why
piston?
is there a charging handle on a shotgun?
And a gas piston. Shotguns don't have gas pistons.
Mm.
They're not fully automatic.
Oh boy.
What?
Oh, it gets worse. It gets much worse, Matt.
Oh my god.
See, you thought that was bad. Just wait till you see this AK-74, and this is fucking insane. By the way,
Why? It's got 4
so
laser
you have
sights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scopes, I think.
6 scopes. Wait, 1,
6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scopes. 1 which is canted.
Yeah.
Wait, 2 which are canted. 3 lasers. A foregrip. A suppressor. What are you even doing with your life at this point?
And look at that magazine. That is a...
That's
50 round?
probably?
40 round?
40,
50
50
round?
round, yeah.
It's thick.
Oh, I found it. I found the baby Mosin with all the scopes on it. It took me forever, but I finally found it. This is the image that I was thinking of. I'll send it to you real quick. This is what sparked this whole discussion. This beautiful Mosin Nagat right here.
Oh no! It doesn't even have a muzzle.
It doesn't even have the rifles. It's literally just a fucking pistol grip.
It doesn't have a barrel.
No.
That's a pistol. It's a bolt-action pistol.
Oh, basically,
with
I love
1,000 scopes.
it. Yep. Oh yeah.
That makes me unnecessarily
Oh, yeah.
angry.
Oh, you want to see something worse?
Oh god.
I'll show you something worse. There's worse. Oh, Prepare for the full-size Mosin with even more scopes. Oh
I can live
boy.
with the full-size Mosin.
Oh no! But the scope count on the Mosin is increased because it has a canted fucking headlight flashlight on it.
Oh god. Why? Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count 6 scopes in the flashlight and a suppressor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 2 sniper scopes, by the way.
Oh, so
2
that's 7.
flashlights. That's 7 scopes, 2 flashlights, and a suppressor. I mean, just
I hate
peak. I mean, this is what happens when you make an in-depth gunsmith. Is people just fucking lose their minds and do
get
dumb,
wacky.
crazy shit like this. Yeah, it's horrid. It's absolutely wretched. Anyway, we'll make one of these fucked up guns the podcast image, so you get to look at it the whole time. And then
I
when
think
we
I'm gonna
finally
make the
get to
baby
this section-
Mosin the image.
Oh yes. Oh please, yes. The baby Mosin is perfect for that.
Yeah.
Or the fucking, what is this? It is you fuck, the first one is a Mosin bolt action sniper
Is that
rifle.
what?
Just
Are you sure?
read under the weapon build. It tells you
Oh,
the
I guess it
weapon
is a
type.
Mosin.
The fuck you got is dead is a Mosin.
I'll be damned.
Anyway, baby Mosin, definitely podcast image. You'll be staring at it the whole time, wondering what the fuck is this thing, and you'll finally get to this section, and you'll be like,
It all
That's
makes
where
sense now.
it all makes sense now. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Anyway, Black Ops references aside, I'm tired as fuck.
Same.
It is currently almost midnight. Fuck me.
And
I was gonna play
I gotta be in
Siege tonight.
I gotta be in Fort Collins in the morning.
Bitch, it's Monday. You got school.
Not tomorrow. I got Fort Collins.
For what?
I gotta get new tires on my car.
Damn.
And the car dealership is paying for them, so I gotta drive down to their mechanic.
Oh, well, hey, if they're fucking paying for them, then
Free tires are free
Fucking-
tires.
free tires are free tires. Fucking tires are expensive.
I'm aware.
Yes, well, it was more of a general statement, but I'm pretty sure you are well aware of that fact. Anyway, fucking, this was some good shit. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want more of this fuck shit, hit the subscribe. You know what to do, you dumb fuck. Do the notification thing. There's no stupid pop-up like you see on all those big YouTubers. Just fucking do it, retard, alright? Alright.
That's all I got.
Thank you. Thank you, Myrtle. Like
Don't
you
worry,
said,
my fucking balls dropped 2 years ago, asshole.
yeah. Anyway, like you said, like, subscribe. Hopefully, I'm hoping we can. I think I'm gonna try to work it out. I'm currently in the process of doing so, of getting a Spotify page,
Oh hell yes!
so that we can actually post this onto
No.
Spotify.
And to the YouTube.
You're gonna be YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
thank you for watching, listening, and remember to always support your local businesses.
Hell yeah.